Hey everyone, welcome to the We Do podcast where we do the gaming news for you. We got the full crew here today. We got myself, Marple, Kirok, Fubu, and Fryman. And instead of we normally would talk what we're playing and all that, we've got the 4 showcases we got to talk about, and there's a lot to talk about. So I figure let's just dive in. Let's get in and talk about all these. So yeah, we're starting up with PlayStation. They were the first one up, and they showed was 60 minutes. We're not going to go over every game here. We're going to talk just some of our favorites, what we like, and anything we didn't like. For me, I loved with Wolverine opening that showcase. They opened with a bang. You showing Wolverine and him slicing and dicing. And this just makes me more and more mad that my one coworker got the day off ahead of me because he's going to BlizzCon and just coming back that day, so I can't get this day off of work. But yeah, no, that was the game of the show for me. God of War, that was a nice ending. I am actually excited about this. God of War for Lafe. I know it's not for everyone. It's interesting. You got Jack Quaid voicing the cube. Yeah, that's a weird thing, but her interacting with other gods, and you could potentially find the Greek pantheon in this version of Purgatory. So that has me interested. But for things I did not like, Marathon, you knew it was going to be there because Sony's got to try to get some costs, some money back into Marathon, and then promoting hey, we have one more week, one free week of the game. But like we all knew, and as we're watching that was your get up to go get a beer moment. And my other dislike was Kenmuri.
Kamari.
It just, I don't know what it is. The trailer just did not grab me. Maybe when we see more of it, because it is coming next year. And I did like Onimusha, but I know other people are going to talk about it, so I'm not making too much mention on that.
Stuntman, great.
Stuntman was great, but Until Dawn 2, I did not expect this. I did not expect Until Dawn 2, and it looks so beautiful. It's like, okay, this is a game I definitely have to buy and play, and this game won't be too long, so I won't Kirok affect it. Now, with Kirok affect it, that's only for him to answer. And Murple, let's bring it to you for State of Play.
I would have to say, like, this wasn't a very bad State of Play. I don't really have anything I necessarily hate. There were just some games I just was not interested in. But the ones I obviously was interested in was the God of War, because I really love God of War. And God of War. And I do like the fact that they're going with a different route. It's still a spin-off, but like, I don't care. I like spin-offs generally. I'm really much interested to know more about Faye, I believe. Yeah, Faye.
Yeah.
I'm very much interested to learn about her more, because like we didn't really know much about her in like God of War 2018 or Ragnarok, other than she was Kratos' wife and Andreas' mother.
She was a giant.
She was a giant too. That was.
And she fought Thor.
Yeah, those like. Other than that, we don't really know much about her, so I'm interested in that one. Obviously, Wolverine, I have been talking about that one nonstop for, like, ever.
You got to get a PS5.
Yeah, I'll get that's my sole reason why I want a PS5.
Soon.
Yes.
Soon.
Very soon. I'm also very much interested in Silent Hill, because Fry got me into liking Silent Hill, because he bought me Silent Hill 2, he's like, play it. So, I have not beat that one yet. I am not going to Kirok affect that one. I just haven't played it for a while. Ironically enough, I'm also interested in Ill. I was trying to think of the whole name of it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not into horror, but I'm slowly getting into horror games again, thanks to Fry.
Resident Evil influence.
Yeah. That game just looks so interesting from the trailers, and it was just like, I want to play it now. But yeah, like I said, there wasn't really no bad games. Just I wasn't except for Marathon, but we won't talk about that one. I just wasn't necessarily interested in the games that they showed. But again, like I said, the ones I listed off is the ones I'm most interested in. And Onimusha. I think I pronounced that right.
Onimusha.
Onimusha. Thank you.
Sha.
I have
Sha.
not played
Sha.
it, like the series. So I think there's like one other one.
There's
like 4
Oh,
games.
okay.
there's four. There's 4 in an anime.
Okay.
Well,
I have
technically
not.
There's 5 because there's a Game Boy version of Onimusha.
Okay. I have not
yeah.
watched it or played it. So because Fry keeps talking about it now, I'm like, okay, I want to play it.
Yeah, you need to. It's great. But
Yeah.
if you like Resident Evil, especially the classic ones, the original Onimusha was considered Samurai Resident Evil. That's what they used to call back in the day. So basically, it's the same type of gameplay, the tank controllers and all that.
Okay.
And instead of having a gun, you have a bow, and instead of a knife, you have a sword. Different types of swords. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were games I was interested in.
Right on.
Alrighty, Kirok, you're up on deck here.
Yeah. So I mean, I actually made a list as it was happening. So I usually do this anyways. Whenever there's an event, a show, a direct, I usually make a list as I go. I wrote down. I'm gonna list off the ones I wrote down. Basically, the ones that piqued my interest. Tomb Raider Legacy. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. That one looks pretty good. I'm very interested in that game. Dune Awakening, I remember seeing a while back, and it did make an appearance, and I was like, maybe I'm not 100% sure. I do like the actual books. I only read the first book, but it could be a game that I could get into. I also added, actually, let me ream these 3 off. I also added No Rest for the Wicked, and it looked pretty decent. Ace Combat 8 Wings of Wings of Thief or Thief?
Yeah, Thief.
And Ill. And even though I put them on my list, by the time the actual Sony State of Play was over, I had already crossed them off my list. Like, they're on my list, but I usually put a strike through when I decide, you know what, I was interested in it, but I'm not going to buy it. I made a decision. Ill is kind of cool. Ace Combat is kind of cool. I've never really gotten into aviation type combat video games. It'd be really cool if they did support VR on the Morpheus or the PSVR. The other game that did catch my eye was Control Resonant. And I struggled a little bit putting that on my list. I haven't crossed it off yet because I played the original Control and I wasn't very happy with that game. I gave it like a 6 out of 10. There were some things about it that just made the experience terrible, like a horrible map and a few other things. But I'm still willing to give like the next one. And I didn't Kirok Effect Control, the original Control. So I want to give this one a chance and see. God of War, of course, but I haven't played any of the newer God of War. So I do own the 2018, but never played it. I never got the second God of War, Ragnarok, thank you. But this one looks interesting too. And then the last 2 that I wrote on my list that I really like blew me out of the water. I was more excited for these is Until Dawn 2. That was like my number 1 spot. That was my most exciting thing in the whole thing. I didn't even mention the Wolverine stuff because I'm not really into the Marvel. And the Stuntman game. The Stuntman game looks fantastic. I remember the old Stuntman on PS1, I think it was.
Okay.
PS2.
PS2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. So Until Dawn, I'm looking forward to playing that one. I do like it, the replayability in those kinds of games. I played the original Until Dawn. I did not Kirok Effect that. I did finish it. But what's nice is the fact that you could go back, play it, make different choices. You get slightly different outcomes. They tend to be a lot of fun. And because they're like a horror slasher, they're like an October game that you'd want to stream. Yeah. So that was mine.
Alrighty, and Fryman.
All right. So my overall thoughts on the state of play was it was all right. Like there was a good amount of good stuff shown in there. Just the rest of it was I was kind of about. But my main highlights, of course, are Wolverine, Ace Combat 8, which I'm interested in. Like that's a franchise I want to give a try, and obviously the Wolverine gameplay looked really good. And I'm the opposite of Kirok, where I was a huge fan of Control, although I agree with his sentiments against it, where it's like, yeah, the map was not great in the original.
Well, the map is dog shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Control Resonant is right up my alley. God of War Laufey, I think is how it's actually pronounced.
Laufey,
that
yeah.
looked good, although I will say I think their 20-minute gameplay reveal, and that was probably not the best way to show it because it was mostly cinematics to me, and I was just like, this is kind of slowing this pacing down of the show.
I had a
little
craving
bit.
for Jello the whole time.
Yeah. For some reason, I saw a talking Jello. Yeah. But
This podcast is sponsored by Jello. It's called We Dude.
yeah, but the other ones would be like, I'm really excited for the 1.0 release of No Rest for the Wicked because I've been playing it as it goes with the early access, and it's a great game. I love that studio that did the Ori games, so I'm looking forward to that. Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. I mean, I was worried it was another remake of one, but after seeing, I'm like, oh, okay, this looks good. I'm excited for that. And the two surprises, also, Silent Hill Townfall getting a release date. Cool, I'll be there. I'm all right with the new Silent Hill game, so I'll be there. So the two surprises for me, I'll say before I get to my main one of the show, my main like highlight of the show is the Rayman Legends Retold remake of Rayman Legends. Mm-hmm. I did hear rumblings about that, but I was worried. It was like, okay, this is gonna suck. But then I saw it, and I'm like, oh no, this actually has effort. This is weird. Why do you have an effort now, Ubisoft? Okay,
they need money.
Yeah, they do. And then Stuntman Hollywood. That I'm really looking forward to because that was always a game I had somewhat fun with playing with my friends, especially when like you did some of the stunts with. And it's like, that was good. I'm glad they're bringing that back. And of course, now for my main thing of the show that I will now have to retire this bit, unfortunately, is Capcom showed up, gave me, and everyone else, but mainly me, the release date for Onimusha Way of the Sword, and then a demo right after that, and I played it. It was great. I am looking forward to it. I have the Steelbook pre-ordered. So I won't, thank you, Capcom. I won't bother you anymore until
they watched our episode. Yeah. So
they've been watching it. So they know it's like, let's get this guy what he needs. But outside of everything else, I was kind of mixed on for the most part, mixed and more of like, I'll play it. Maybe we'll see. But the only two things I'll say I disliked was obviously Marathon because it's a given. And the other one, believe it or not, is I am very much not for the new Until Dawn game. I was surprised it was there and that it's getting a sequel, but part of me is like, that trailer, just something looked off about it. Like those models did not look good. So I don't know if they need to go back and polish it up or not, but the other part of it is just like, I don't know. This doesn't seem like Until Dawn. It feels like a sequel to like something like Final Destination, like how they would do some of their sequels. So I'm curious if it's I'll still give it a chance, but it wasn't really a game for me when I saw it personally. But overall, it was a fine state of play for what it is. It's left me with things to be excited about and things I'm kind of so about.
And now, Fubu.
I got shit to say. First of all, I'm going to start with the surprises. Very, very surprised with Stuntman because that's a game that I used to play when I was a kid. I think there's two of them, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I always thought there was a game that I don't know why they abandoned it because it's an action game, it's a puzzle game. Everyone likes to drive cars, everyone likes to do crazy stuff. So I was very happy. Well, I think you can auto play. You can put it on auto. Anyway, that one was a good, very good surprise for me. I really enjoyed the reveal of Ace Combat. I've been playing Ace Combat for many, many, many years. Onimusha, yeah, we were waiting for that, and yeah, Capcom is having one hell of a year, because that game looks gonna be crazy, crazy, crazy good. Until Dawn, nothing out of the ordinary for me. Like I played the first one, I enjoyed it, but it didn't. It wasn't attractive to me. Dynasty Warriors 3 remaster. I don't think there's a need for that, in my opinion. Despite the fact that I love Dynasty Warriors, I would rather have a continuation of the most recent game because they basically finish on the middle of the story of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Now I'm gonna start what I liked, and I'm gonna leave the rant for last. Wolverine. I freaking loved Wolverine. Wolverine was so good. It was a mistake opening with it. You should have closed it
They
with
should
it.
have closed with it.
No, they should have closed because the thing is, and I said this when we were on Burley's stream. I said, from now on, it's all downhill. And it was actually downhill. For me, it was actually downhill. You had little bumps that went up, but it was mostly downhill. They opened really, really big. And with the hype they were giving with this state of play, I thought they were going to announce the PlayStation 6 because movies, cinemas, 2 weeks before, whatever. Whoa, it's going to be crazy. Nah. I did enjoy it. The gameplay looks great. It's bloody. You have more X-Men. You're going to have Deadpool, Jean Grey, probably Professor X. You're going to have a bunch of X-Men, which actually is very good because it's going to populate the world of Spider-Man because they're in the same universe. So in the future, we might have a little bit of crossover with other characters from the X-Men and other mutants. So that can be something that's setting Spider-Man free. Now, what I didn't like is basically God of War Lofe. Look, I'll explain. The game looks beautiful.
Yeah, it did.
The game looks fun. Now, Leah has been annoying me saying that I'm being a hater because I don't support a woman. No, it's not that. I'll explain. God of War, the Nordic saga, the first one, has a very big emotional toll with death. She dies. She's dead at the beginning, right? And the journey that you have of Kratos trying to raise his son, their journey to send the ashes, all that, it's a very emotional story. Okay? Remember this aspect. This is important. It's a very emotional story. Doing this game, when I see this game, first of all, they're already milking Kratos because they already put a little bit of Kratos there. So it shows that people are not that interested in Lofe because they have to put Kratos in it just to attract people. That's the first thing. Then second, I think that the end of this game, because you've seen the games, how many times has Kratos gone to hell and come back? All of them, basically. On the 1, 2, and 3, you go many times to Hades, come back. You already been to Niflheim on the first Nordic one. I don't remember the second one, but I don't think so. So what you're saying, gods always tend to come back, right? That's the story. And I'm thinking that she's going to come back at the end. And if she comes back at the end, it's going to take away the emotional toll of the first game. Okay? Also, the emotional toll of the second, but not as much. If this game has no interaction besides a cameo from Kratos, why the hell are we playing this game if it has no impact in the story? So, okay? So you could have given us another, like a continuation of the next game, the third game of the it's kind of not going to be a Nordic saga. It's going to be a new one, but you could give us a new God of War. I would rather they call this game Goddess of War, and it would have been a prequel where they show what happened to the giants and then how she met Kratos at the end. I would like that more. I think this game, as beautiful as it is a beautiful game. Combat looks really fun. The cast looks great. I think it's a massive time waste for us that are invested in God of War in Kratos. So that's why I was not very happy.
Got it.
So I'm not a hater. I got fucked.
Yeah, I get it. I can
Alright.
see it from your point of view. You're
Yeah.
saying it can null and void the previous games.
Yeah.
The whole father and son. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That's my big issue with the game. It's nothing else. It's not. She looks like a very decent character. Again, the combat was really good. It was really fun. The putting more gods, like you had the Egyptian pantheon, and probably they're gonna, because if this is heaven for the gods, she's gonna find a lot of friends that were friends of Kratos. I'm seeing Athena, Zeus, previous Nordic gods, but Thor died, right? They killed Thor.
Yeah.
In the second one.
Yeah, Thor's done.
Yeah, she's gonna face Thor. There's
What? I'm kidding.
Spoilers. So that's my biggest gripe. So I think I would rather have this game at the start, okay, and then close with Wolverine. But to understand, you're not going to open with 20 minutes of gameplay. It's going to cut the mood. So I understand, but I don't think this game is necessary. But I'm going to say this: I hope I'm wrong.
Okay, cool.
I think it's just too early to tell what the
Yeah.
actual story is going to be about.
Well,
Yeah,
And they also, in my opinion, I feel like they just didn't really do the trailer very well either.
Yeah, it was just that was not the best way to show that game
Yeah.
off, just because there was just so much everything there. The only other thing I'd say though, I feel like while I get your concerns about also her maybe coming back, I feel like no, I think that's just going to explain more on how him and her interacted in Ragnarok, because there were multiple dream sequences in that game where they interact with each other, as well as like there are already people theorizing about who blew the horn in 2018 to summon the world serpent when it wasn't Kratos or Atreus originally. So I feel like it'll just connect. I feel like it's more going to be connecting the games very well. I don't think Faye is going to come back at the end though.
Yeah.
but that's the thing. They are, they're not continuing the story. I want the continuation of the story. Understand? I want the story to continue. I don't want a side story of how this happens. No, that's me. I do understand that some people might want that, but me, I want to continue as Kratos and continue his story. I want to know what Atreus, where he is now. I want him to see. I want to see him kill other gods. Facing other pantheons, can be Egypt, like you were saying. It could be Hindu mythology. There's so many things they can explore. So yeah, that's the problem for me. It's not a progression of the story. That's why everyone hated Ascension. You guys remember Ascension? The
I
fourth.
remember.
Yeah,
Barely.
yeah.
Everyone
I
was
know
like,
that game.
everyone was like, what happened to Kratos at the end of 3? Hey guys, we have a new game coming. Yay, we're gonna see what happened next. It's a prequel before 1, and everyone got fuck off. Everyone hated that game. It was a good game, but people hated that game because they wanted the continuation in the story, and it was something that didn't add. It's like they didn't learn, and this time it's even worse because you're not playing like God of War. You are playing as Goddess of War, which there's
Well,
nothing wrong.
I feel they're just trying something different here, and it's like, you know what? Try something different here with this.
Yeah.
That you can easily go back to Kratos and continue the story because
Which
we've
they-
had.
They did confirm there is more God of War games with Kratos in the works.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
It's just a
and
matter of time.
remember we've had rumors of the Atreus game for years that he's going to be going with character from Ragnarok, and going through the realms, giants and all that. So
Yeah.
that you have that kind of stuff. Overall, I did like this state of play. It's one of their better ones they've done in a while because that's the thing. Sony usually for state of plays for a while they put low effort, and there's like
yeah,
the one thing you care about, and then the rest of the stuff is like they had stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Alrighty, anybody got anything else on the state of play?
Are we doing a rating for it?
Yeah, let's give our ratings.
Mine's a 7 out of 10. It's
7 out of
fine
10?
for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go with 7 as well.
I would say 7.
I was originally leaning to 5, and then I was like, maybe 7, and then I was like, okay, happy middle, 7.5. and the reason I went that route is simply because the big hitters, God of War, or you know what I mean, and Marvel, not games I'm super interested in. So
Yeah.
I'm going 8.
8, okay.
8. Like, this had stuff I liked. This had stuff I cared about. Flowed well, and especially on state of play terms, where some of the other ones where I've just like seen the one announcement I cared for, and then you spend like, not like they showed baby steps in this one, and spent 20 minutes on baby steps, and you're like, what the hell are you doing?
It definitely felt like they kind of had something for everyone in a sense. Like they had, you had your horror genre, you had like, action packed Until Dawn. I don't know what that game is technically about, what genre that would be, but like
horror. It's horror, but choose your own adventure.
But like,
horror.
yeah, but like I just felt like they kind of had something for everyone. Like no matter, I talked to other people, and I asked their opinions. They always said they at least had a few games that was at the state of play that they're interested in.
Yeah, I'll say this though, for me, the only reason I rank it 7 out of 10 is what I saw still interests me. It's just a lot of it wasn't anything too new outside of what was new and what we finally saw, which is like Wolverine gameplay. We needed to see that, especially since it's coming out in September. But the rest of it was just release dates for games and more trailers that we already knew about, because we already knew about Control. We already knew about Silent Hill. We already knew about other games that I'm now blanking on. Onimusha, obviously. I was happy with that, but Onimusha. And Tomb Raider still looked good. The few other reveals were still good as well. So I was fine with it overall. Just I wish there was more to it than just what I already am used to seeing.
Yeah.
That I know that's coming out.
Alrighty. Now let's move on to Summer Game Fest, where this one was this is the longest of all the showcases.
Yeah.
And with the IGN link here, we're just gonna, this one Final Fantasy VII Revelation. That was the best ending to all the shows, because not only did they give you the trailer, they gave you gameplay. They told you, and said, "Hey, it is coming next year, summer of next year. So you're having a release window, or spring, not summer." So that was really nice to see. You got Tifa coming to Street Fighter 6, because Capcom is, we got to keep bringing Street Fighter. Need to hit. Our World getting the 1.0 date. I'm happy for that, but it's literally the day after Assassin's Creed launches, so it's like, I'm like, do I cancel Assassin's Creed and just focus in on Power World?
No, don't cancel.
No, I wouldn't.
Send me the game.
No.
Send me the game. Don't worry.
It was like, I'll pay for part of the shipping as long as you send it to me. No, like, this event had some really good stuff. Surprises, not surprising, like Monster Hunter getting its DLC. But one thing with all these showcases is September is packed.
Yep.
It's Broke-tember, because and it's like the nice thing of the podcast, there's 5 of us, so for the games in September we're going to be playing spin the wheel of you're covering that.
Yep.
Because but even then it's not going to be enough, because I think it's on like near the end where you've got some games launching on the 24th, some on the 25th. It's like I'm just waiting for some of these companies to play chicken and tell us no, we're not going to release them. And I was surprised, Mafia: The Old Country getting an expansion.
Yes.
That one I was excited for too. Like as soon as it started talking, I'm like, wait, I know that voice actor, Salieri? And then it
Yep.
showed up. I'm like, oh, Salieri!
Salieri sends his
Yeah,
regards.
Yeah.
Yes. But
I'll
yeah,
let you keep talking about it. I'll keep my mouth shut.
so, I was gonna say, like, there wasn't really too much that I didn't like. Now this annoyed me for the
Yeah.
Stranger of Heaven. Yeah, we're putting Tupac in the game.
Makes
I
no
was like,
sense.
Yeah.
That is just Sega. Look at me. And RGG, have you lost your fucking minds? Like,
Tupac passed away, didn't he?
Yeah.
oh, he's
Yeah.
been
Many, many years
for-
ago.
He's been
Yeah,
dead
he's
for
been
a
dead for a
long time.
long time.
To,
Merple.
Like-
to be fair, I don't listen to his music, so
I
Yeah,
bet
yeah, it's
Merple
okay.
wasn't even alive. When did he die?
He died in '96.
Okay, Merple was 1 year old. That's why he never
Exactly.
listened to that.
Well, I was gonna say, are they trying to do this like the Dave Chappelle show bit, where he's still alive writing the song? Wrote
Oh,
this song a
that's a
long
funny one.
time ago. For George W. He ran in 1994. Oh, it's like,
That's one of the best skits.
yeah. For me, like trying to like end Code Veronica actually being announced and shown, that was nice to see and open the event. Like there wasn't really like for worst games, I can't really think of anything. Like Gen Atlas was probably one where it was just like, okay. Because I tried Shadow of Colossus, I could not get into it. And I
Sacrilege.
have
Sorry.
okay. But yeah,
It's okay.
Summer Game Fest, Merple.
I definitely have a lot of games in this one that I liked.
Mhm.
Obviously, again, another game I won't shut up about is Blood of the Dawnwalker. Seeing that, I'm like, yes, I need it so much. Again, it just looks really cool. It's everything I like. It doesn't help that it also is made by the some developers of CD Projekt Red for The Witcher. Yay! I'm also interested in again the Mafia. I need to beat 3 and play Old Country, but that I'll wait. I'm also interested in the Gundam Rogue or Orbit.
Oh,
Or
that's a good one.
I do like Gundam. I have watched like obviously the anime of Gundam. Some of their games are always a hit and miss, so I'm willing to give this one a try, but I'm not super excited for it.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, that's the word. Obviously, Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. That game I've been wanting ever since it was it was announced a long time ago. They were planning on making one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
and it had a different developer too.
Yeah, that one I was always interested in playing it because like I was always interested in reading the comic, but I never got around to reading the comic.
You need to.
Yeah. Blood Message, I'm interested in it. It looks cool. I probably will wait on reviews before I pick up that one. Resident Evil Veronica, I'm being bullied to play that one.
Well, the original, yeah.
Yeah, the original I'm being bullied to play. I do want to play it
Well,
though.
that's one of the top 3 Resident Evil games.
No, but
Because
yes.
again, I am getting into the Resident Evil games due to Fry Man. Hi, Fry.
Yeah.
Love you.
Hey,
You're being bullied. Eh?
and me too.
And Burley too.
Merple, blink 5 times if you're being bullied. No, I'm just kidding.
But again, I was always interested now playing the Resident Evil series. I'll play them all eventually, but there's so many of them.
Yeah.
I'm also interested in The Wolf Among Us 2. I have the first game, have not played it yet.
Okay.
That I cannot cure Rock Effect because I haven't played it yet.
Good.
As well as 1666 Amsterdam. That one is interesting. I have the demo. I have not played it yet. I want to try it because from what I understand and seen, you could also like control the cat too. So and
that's
witches. It looks so cool. I watched another streamer like play it, and I'm like, okay, this looks cool. And then I came across him. I saw him with a bug. I'm like, oh, that's not good with a demo with a bug, but they'll probably patch that and fix it.
That's where bugs should be in demos, not in the main game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say exactly where because they might have already fixed it, but I will say if you want to play that game and you're interested in, try the demo. The demo is out. The demo came out the same day that the state of play was, or Summer Game Fest, not state of play. But yeah, there was nothing again, because this will be a trait with all of these for me. Nothing to me stand out as being bad, except for the game with the Tupac in it. That game I don't care about. It's just whatever. But yeah, overall it was good. Just again, a lot of games I don't care about that I didn't list.
Fair enough.
Gotcha.
Kirok?
Yeah. So out of just like what you said, Murple, out of all that different shows that were happening this week, this one's my longest list, but I'm just going to cover the ones that, again, stuck out to me that I went, oh, okay. Obviously, I'll say these right off the top. The Resident Evil Code Veronica, that's awesome. I think it's supposed to be in 2027, and as well the third part of Final Fantasy VII Revelation, that's in spring of 2027. So those are interesting me. I did finish the first part of Final Fantasy VII because I told the story before about how I missed the boat on the original back on PS1 back in the day. I have Rebirth, which I think is the second, and I have not started it, so it's not Kirok affected, but it's on my list. I put it on my list to play. Anyways, continuing on, Alien Isolation 2. I absolutely love the first one. I speak as if I played it. I never played it.
You got my hopes up.
Sorry, I love the first one simply being a person on Twitch channels and watching it. It was so much fun, and I still got to play it. I think I'll play that on my handheld, and then I'll get this one. Gen Atlas looks really good. Blood Message also looks really good. Stranger Than Heaven looks cool. I like the concept, although I think I might wait for reviews on that one. Black Flag Resynced, I had to add that in, and I've already placed or put a pre-order on it, so I'll be picking that up. I also added to my list Guild Wars 3. I have Guild Wars 2, played it for a little while. It was okay. It's on my list, but I'm not going to touch it. I'll see what happens. What was the other one? Mafia, the Old Country, the expansion to it. I have to finish that. That right now currently is Kirok affected. As soon as I finish 007 First Light, I will jump back on that and complete it. 1666 Amsterdam looked really cool. Not only did it look like it was graphically, it was quite impressive. I love the setting, the time period, and the fact that I don't think I've ever seen a witch game, like a witch game, other than the title Witcher, where you can take control of cats and stuff. I'm sure there's more to it. This was just the first showing, so we'll probably see a bunch of trailers before it actually comes out. Blood of the Dawnwalker, and then the last one I wrote, I wrote Virtual Fighter Crossroads. That looked pretty cool. That's from Sega, correct?
Virtua Fighter, yes, it's Sega.
Yeah, it's Sega. And then it looked really nice. And then the other one I have is Chronicles Medieval. Chronicles Medieval looked pretty decent too. So there's quite a few that I put down. Am I going to get all those? No, probably not. But I'll keep an eye on them, and that's why I make these lists. And I usually make them like a to-do list where I can check them off if I buy them. I should also make a to-do list if I check them off if I finish them. But that
make a box of finished, not finished.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not finished. Just change that to Kirok affected.
Yeah. And that's it. That's my list for this showing. It was actually really good. I liked it. I'll give it a rating after.
Yeah. Alrighty, Fryman, you're up.
All right. So I'll get this out the way now. This, in terms of the announcements, is my number one. This was the one showcase where it had a lot that I really liked, even though there were things I didn't really care for at the same time. But my game of the show, and I and well, Merple will know this because I yelled at him when we were reacting to it, is the fact that Wolf Among Us 2 got another trailer finally, and now has a release window of next year, and the remastered for it looks really good too. So I'm excited for that because I've been waiting for that game forever, especially when it was Season 2 canceled, then it came back, and then we heard nothing, and now it's back again. So I'm like, cool. Come out good, please.
And now instead of him screaming Onimusha, it will be Wolf Among Us 2.
Or he's going to scream both of them.
No,
Yeah, no.
Don't kid
Actually, no. I'm going to scream at Atlas for more info on Persona 6, but that's a spoiler. So, but outside of those ones I mentioned, yeah, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, yeah, I will, and also Code Veronica remake. So this showcase also had, in my opinion, the best opening and the best ending of any show of the showcases, because yeah. It was great it was great for the build up to Code Veronica remake, and then they paid off and told us what it was, and then yeah, Final Fantasy VII Revelation was definitely the best ending of any of these showcases. So both I'm really looking forward to. Stellar Blade Blood Rain, the sequel. I'm really looking forward to that. I need to finish the first Stellar Blade, but I am very much excited for it. The Mafia Old Country expansion.
You don't
definitely
need
looking
to finish it. You don't need to finish
it. I will finish it. Burley's looking at me because he finished it. Yeah. But besides that, yeah, Mafia Old Country expansion looks great. I really liked Old Country, so I hope it's just as good as the main game. And also, yeah, Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin. I'm a huge fan of the comic that it's based on, and I was looking forward to that when I think it was THQ Nordic was working on it before, and now it's Platinum Games, so it's like, all right, cool, I'm excited. I have faith Platinum Games will do better than THQ Nordic. And Alien Isolation 2, I'm a huge fan of that one. That game, when I first played it, was a surprise hit because I was just getting into horror games, but I did love the movies. And I was just like, I was worried I wasn't going to like it when I first played it, and I ended up loving it. It was just too long. That's its one issue. So I'm glad we're getting an Alien Isolation sequel, and I look forward to it. And last one that really caught my attention was Star Wars Zero Company, because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars still, even though the movies could be better. But I also love the tactics gameplay because it's very much reminiscent of XCOM, and it is former XCOM devs, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, during the Clone Wars, I'm like, all right, I'm there. I will be there, 100%. But yeah, those would be my main highlights. But the rest of the games that were also shown there, like I'm still interested in. Like I still like Blood of the Dawn Walker. I just don't know if I'm going to buy it day one. That new Hot Wheels game looks really fun too, so I can't wait to play that when I play it. The one I'm mostly mixed on, which isn't my like least favorite, is after that Tupac reveal for Stranger Than Heaven, I'm kind of like, maybe I'll wait on this game for a minute too, maybe, or I'll just play it via Game Pass because I know it's going to be there day one, which I was going to do that anyway, but now I'm like, okay, and yeah, this is pretty much going to be Game Pass only for a while. So I'll give it a chance, but that was like the weirdest decision on Sega's end, in my opinion. And like, I will say my absolute dislikes though was mainly that Among Us show. I was like, this is cringe. Why is this here? No thanks.
I forgot it was even there.
You're welcome. I reminded you. Yeah. I was just like, yeah, no, please go away. And the other one I was hoping would be good but it's probably not, is that new Saw Genesis game. It's like, oh god, it could be good, and Blooper Team's working on it. I'm like, all right, I see it. And then it's a multiplayer game. I'm like, fuck out of here. I don't want that shit. So, but yeah, overall, solid showcase. Probably the best. It's probably the best summer games fest we will have for a while, because the others in the past few years since he's been doing them, they're not been that great. But this one for sure, I would say, is actually the best one we're going to have probably for a good period of time.
Alrighty. Boo Boo, you're up. And I had to put it back to Final Fantasy VII Revelation because I know.
Of course. That it's look. I'm gonna say it was not a bad show. It was not a bad show, but compared to the other showcases that we saw this week, for me it's the weakest. Great opening, perfect ending. The middle was lacking. Like Code Veronica, Veronica. It wasn't that big of a surprise because we already knew it was coming. Like there was leaks. It's like it was the worst kept secret that the next game would be a Code Veronica remake. Not showing some gameplay. Okay, I understand. Maybe they're not ready to show that. Despite the fact maybe that beginning could be a little bit how you can play the game. So yeah, that's good. Then in the middle, okay, this is bad, but the most memorable part in the middle show is the Tupac reveal. I thought that was so weird. Let the man rest. Snoop Dogg, I understand he's alive. You can see him do other stuff. Tupac's been dead for so many years. Let him rest. Don't try to squeeze more money out of it. I really didn't enjoy it. If I wasn't very interested in this game, I got less interested in this game. It's not something that I want to. Then yeah, there was other reveals, and obviously they had to reveal Final Fantasy VII Revelation, and oh my god, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. This game looked so freaking good. There was that big question of how you would adapt the Highwind, and I think they did it perfectly. You don't land, you jump off it and parachute it, which is a reference to the original game where you had to airdrop yourself into Midgar. The other times you could land, that would be no problem. The world looks great. The story, we all know where the story is going. That will change bits here or there. For example, the bit where the weapon is in Junon and the weapon skips the cannon. That's new. On the original one, she got smacked in the face and dies there. Yeah, it's going to be massive. I don't know how we will be facing those weapons because they're freaking huge. What I do have to complain, which I have to complain, this is Final Fantasy VII. We don't need a job system. The idea of the job system in Final Fantasy VII Original, Remake, and Rebirth is your materia. You have your materia, you create your own jobs. I am very afraid they will microtransactions this game in the sense where they will put, you can buy jobs or you can buy skins for those jobs. Saying that, give me Tifa in the bikini and you have my money. So no, but seriously, I'm not gonna say fearful because it's not gonna break. It's not something that you need to buy that to enjoy the game, but they're trying to squeeze some money more they can. That's why it's gonna be all platforms. That takes a little bit of the mystique of the game because it has always been an exclusive to PlayStation. If it was temporary, it was always an exclusive on PlayStation. Now it's going everywhere. Okay, they need money. We can force. I understand that, but the combat system, they're integrating the jobs into the combat style. They'll give new lines. They'll give new dresses. Whatever. I think that is not as much of Final Fantasy VII. Because that's not in the originals, that's not on 1 and 2. But again, at the same time I do understand because it is the third game. They need, like, the first game was this, very similar to the first one. Then the second one, we need to innovate. Okay, let's use the synergies. That's something new. That's a new combat mechanic. And this time you're putting the fit system, which is what they call the fit system. They're putting the job system there. Okay, they're trying to innovate so it's not as boring. Me being a traditionalist, I really don't enjoy that. But that's not the reason it's not going to be a 20 out of 10. It's going to be a 20 out of 10 for sure. And I haven't played it. So yeah, I'm so hyped for that game. I want to play it now. I want it now, to be honest. And yeah, we'll see what's going to happen in the future because this is not the original. This is not a remake. This is a new story with different segments, and I want to see where these guys are going until the end. And it's going to be a hell of a good time. I want more stuff from them.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Alrighty, ratings time
Yeah.
for Summer Game Fest. This I'm
for
very
me,
interested here.
Yeah, for me, since it was my favorite showcase personally, I'll give it an 8.5. Just because I liked everything I did see, even the things I was so about didn't bother me too much. But what did cringe? When I did get cringe, I was like, okay, go away, please. but overall, I thought it was a solid showcase at the very least to still watch, even if everything didn't really catch my eye. Yeah, so yeah, I go with an 8.5 for me personally.
I'm with you on that. I'm going to go 8.5 as well.
I would give it an 8 personally, because I do feel like it started off strong and ended strong, even though I'm not a lot of people know this, I'm not a fan of the 7 remake at all.
Boo.
However, with that, if you know nothing about the OG 7, it's good. But because I love the original so much,
That's me.
I feel like this could have been better to kind of honor the original story, because I feel like when they did deviate from the original story, I'm like, okay, I see what you did there, but I would much rather you be a little bit, not like obviously 1-to-1, because you can never really be a 1-to-1 with a remake. Just be a little bit more closer, not do like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing. That kind of ticked me off. But again, it's not bad. Not my favorite, but not bad. Black Flag is not my favorite Assassin's Creed game whatsoever. It's a pirate game. It is my favorite pirate game, not Assassin's Creed. But yeah, like the stuff that I didn't care for, it wasn't bad. It was good. So like, except for like again the stupid Among Us show. I keep forgetting it was there. I hate you for it, but I love you at the same time.
Okay.
But like, yeah, even what was the game that Tupac was in? Stranger Heaven?
Stranger Than Heaven.
Oh, Stranger Than Heaven. Even though I thought the Tupac reveal was also stupid, the game still looked fun, just didn't care for it. But other than that, great showcase. It's a lot more better than like, the past, like, Summer Game
Games.
Fest.
Yeah, for sure. This is probably the best one still I think Jeff Keighley will put together.
Yeah.
Especially from last year. Yeah, especially from last year. It was bad.
Yeah, I'll shut up about it now and let other people.
Alrighty, Fubu, what's your score?
I'll give it a 6.
6. Wow.
Wow.
And it's look, I have to be consistent. I can't be here saying it was not a bad show, but it was the weakest. So I can't give a 7 compared to PlayStation, because that means it was as good as PlayStation. PlayStation had great start. I didn't like the ending, but I do understand it's a great game. Had good things in the middle. This one had a great start. Nothing memorable for me in the middle. I'm not saying it's bad stuff. I'm just saying nothing memorable and a fantastic finish.
Sure.
So yeah, that's why I'm giving it a 6. I'm giving it a 6.
Fair enough. For me, I'm going with 8.5. This could have got to a 9. The Tupac thing, when I saw that, just made me facepalm and be like, okay, well, I don't need to play this game. Or I can wait. This is not a priority game. And it's just like...
Just Game Pass it, really, at the end of the day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, but it's like... There are good stuff. The Among Us show, like, this did not need to be here. This was to help. Hey, we got some money from the makers of this show to promote it, so this is going to help pay for things.
Something that parents can just throw on TV for their kids. Be like, all right, watch this. Let me play games.
Alrighty.
That's
Now let's go to Xbox, where they had their showcase, and you had a lot of announcements, really good ones, a lot of updates to stuff we already knew, and some surprises like the anniversary console, which was cool and surprising. But yeah, and I'm just going to start with the negative here. You didn't learn from last year. Yet, like, Black Ops 7 was a bad game, and how they showed it off last year did not help it. This showing of Modern Warfare 4, you're not showing the campaign, you're not showing the multiplayer. Oh, we're showing off the extraction mode, the DMZ mode here. This was just boring. This is your go get your beer moment, go get a drink, go question your life decisions.
Pretty much. Like,
Go check your Discord DMs. This was just like, you had a good start to your showcase. You had the worst ending. This was the worst ending of all the showcase. Because you just couldn't, like... does not make me excited for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4. This just shows me they're willing to make some good decisions and then just... Okay, we've made some good decisions. We haven't stepped on a landmine yet today. Let's go step on that landmine. Clockwork Revolution, looking great. And we finding out this is going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yep.
It is not coming to PlayStation. The Doom DLC looked all right. Makes me want to go back and actually finish Dark Ages, but then the problem sinks in of I have to sit and go play that game.
Yeah, you have to play it. That's not worth it.
Yes. Fable, this was looking great.
Yeah.
Jack of Blades is returning. Yes, we know this is not coming till February, and they gave us the date, February 23rd. So it's like, okay, you guys are locked into this date. And you know what? Showing Haley Atwell as being this one character. This is looking great. You're getting me more and more excited for Fable.
Yeah.
Here's the War E-Day. Thank God you're not coming in September. And starting with the showcase with this, and then the after the show, showing more in details and giving stuff like they're having multiplayer, they're having the horde mode and stuff, and you can have a lot more players. Like, great, this looks great. This is like, okay, I have faith in the coalition that this game is going to come out well, and we have a beta coming in August. Halo is looking good. They're getting you a couple extra missions, 3 new missions added. But yeah, the pricing on it is a little high, so this is probably going to be a Game Pass, but this is still coming PS5, and I forgot to mention, Gears of War is being exclusive. They took it off PS5. So, and
I think majority of what was in the Xbox showcase was Xbox exclusive.
Some of it is, some of it isn't.
Okay.
No, it's some of the first parties, like Halo is still coming to PS5. Gears of War, they apparently there has been stuff they said because Gears of War Reload did not sell on PlayStation very well, but then again at the same time you were just importing Gears of War Ultimate from 2015 or whatever year it was, and putting a small coat of paint and putting that on all platforms. Like,
I probably missed where it said.
Look, Fubu, it looks shiny. You want to buy it? You want to buy it? That was their strategy for it. Yeah. Now for the game that this was, besides Call of Duty, this was your second, like, the Senua. Hellblade I have not gotten into. I tried with the first game, and then Hellblade 2, it looked prettier and added some gameplay stuff, but I heard how boring that game is from people. This showing me, we're dropping the Hellblade moniker. This is Xbox exclusive, but it's coming in 2027. Senua could not care. This was okay. Get your bathroom break. Spyro coming back. We've all known Toys for Bob was working on Spyro, but this is coming in 2027. The trailer, you got some gameplay, got a little showing you stuff of lighting the the wood things to make the fire so you can get the rise and flying. Loving that. So it's like, okay, you're trying some stuff and doing some stuff. I have faith in Toys for Bob, but Overall, I feel a really good showcase, and we're getting the Castlevania release date in October, middle of October. Thank God, not in September, because there's like 35 games in September as it is right now.
Mhm.
But and we did get Crazy Taxi. But what'd you guys all think?
Overall, it wasn't bad. It doesn't
Yeah.
have the most games in it that I'm interested in. But
Yeah, it's my second favorite showcase, I'll say, just to
same.
get it out the way.
Alrighty, any games you guys want to talk about?
Bad
Purple.
Magpie. I want to play that game. Like as soon as it was showed, Fry was like, "This is a Merple game."
Yeah.
It looks so fun. Like just the opening of it, of like this magpie, and then it goes to the flowers, back to the magpie, and then the flowers like, "Oh God, fire!"
Mhm.
I was just like, "Oh my God, that was so hilarious." It looks cute. I want to play it. It definitely looks like a game that I could just turn off my brain and like just play it. I kind of wish it would come to the Switch because I feel like it would be a good Switch game, but whatever.
Mhm.
I would definitely play it. I would probably also stream it too, just because it looks
Yeah, you should.
fun. It looks so fun. I want to play it so badly. I'm also interested in Spyro, because I have played only one other Spyro game, and all I remember was for PS3. That's all I remember.
Mhm.
Don't know what.
So-
That's it. I do like Spyro, and for the longest time, people thought that I loved it because long time ago my profile was a purple dragon, and my name was called Purple Dragon. So everyone's like, "Oh, you're Spyro." I'm like, no, I just like the color purple. I like dragons. Clockwork, I'm interested in. That game looks really cool. I like the fact that you're playing as Napoleon. That's interesting.
You're not playing as Napoleon in that one.
Or-
That's a different game.
Oh, that
That's
was
a
a different game.
different game.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
a different game.
yeah.
That was a different game. Yeah, right. That which I can't remember the name of off the top of my head.
It was a Valor Mortis. That's the one you were.
Val
you're
Mortis,
thinking
that
of.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those two mixed up. My bad. I'm sorry. But either way, Clockwork. I do know Clockwork looks interesting. Vivarium also looked interesting. It gives me Studio Ghibli vibes, and I
Yeah,
like it because
I agree.
I do love Studio Ghibli. I'm also interested in Wulong. I just said Wulong, not the whole title of it.
Mhm.
Wulong 2.
Oh, that's what it was.
Longer.
Yeah.
Longer.
This also was the one that had the most games that I was interested in. Where the Winds Meet, that was an expansion. I have been playing Where the Winds Meet.
Yeah. I
So
remember.
that one I'm interested in playing, like the expansion. Persona 4, I want to play that one because I
Me
have
too.
Persona 4 Golden, and I think this one's going to be like more of a
A re-
remake of Golden.
Yeah, it's a remake of Gold.
Yeah. And also the magical game. You're a magician.
Yeah.
Magician's Devil's Deal, I believe is the whole title of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it. You have a wand, and it looks like you have explodey cards. And I love Gambit, so that's the only reason why I want to play it. Because I love Gambit. I know he's a thief. I know. But he uses playing cards as his weapon. Because if you know anything about X-Men, obviously that's how he uses his weapon. He puts power, and then they go boom.
Kinetic charge.
Yeah, kinetic
Yep.
charge. There, I was trying to think of the word. But yeah, though I'm interested in that. I don't have an Xbox, but I do have the
PC.
I do have
Yeah.
the PC, so I can technically still play all these games,
Mhm.
even though there'll be some of them are Xbox exclusive, some of them are not.
Well, they're
Um,
Xbox exclusive in terms of the console.
Yeah.
They'll be on the Microsoft Store as
Yeah.
well, the Xbox app as well as.
Yeah. Even though a lot of these games I'm very much interested in playing, I don't think I'm gonna buy all of them. Bad Magpie, I'm definitely buying though. That's
Mhm.
I want that one so badly. and the magician game, I want those two so badly. and Where the Winds Meet, that's free to play anyway. So but
Alright.
yeah. It wasn't bad. I liked it. I liked it more than what I thought I would. Despite me not really liking Xbox. That's about it. I have nothing to say about Gears of War because I haven't played any of it, but it was good from what I've seen. Call of Duty don't care about because I don't care about Call of Duty. Or was it Call of Duty or Black Ops? Black Ops.
It was
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, those I don't really care for, but it was good.
Yeah.
Not saying it was bad. Just I don't care.
Fair enough. All right.
Here I'll go on now. So I've written a few of them down. I'm going to get this one right out of the way. It's the one I'm most excited about. You guys already know. I already have a pre-order on it. Fable. Fable's looking fantastic. Like visually, it looks incredible. I actually, not too long before we sat down to record the episode today, because they're still showing like half-hour demos of certain games, and Xbox posted on their YouTube channel a half-hour demo or simulation demo of this game, Fable, and it looks fantastic. Like they show you, they kind of do in a 30-minute rundown, they show you how you can build your reputation either on a good side or a bad side, how you can romance people, and you could do it with anyone you want, apparently. How you can become the owner of property, buildings, businesses, how you make income from it, or how you become wanted with a bounty on your head if you do bad things, and how that reputation follows you. Your reputation becomes evil. And the funny thing is they mentioned that if you get negative connotations, negative things like you're considered a murderer or you're violent, some other people might like you because of that in the game somewhere. It's actually kind of crazy. It's very flexible. Anyways, that's my number one. I've already pre-ordered it. I cannot wait for that game. I'm actually kind of happy they pushed it back.
Was all that in like the original? Because I have the original. I played it.
The original had some of that. They had more of a scale where you could actually play as a good or play as bad. And you get more powerful, and you get magic spells, and you could do evil things and you could do bad things. So yes, it was very close. Persona 4 Revival. I played Persona 4. I didn't finish it. It's Kirok affected, but I played it on the. I played Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. So I'm thinking, might be time to get it. And I think I might get it. It's supposed to come out on Switch too, right, guys?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So I think I'll get it for that system. State of Decay 3 looked interesting. I did buy 1 or 2. I can't recall. I bought it ages ago. Never played it. We'll see. I'm kind of waiting on that. Metro 2039 looks really nice. I was blown away to see a Crazy Taxi. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Persona 6 getting announced. Really cool. So I should say, or I should preface that the only Persona game I played was the Persona 4 Golden on the Vita, and I never finished it. I bought Persona 5, and I also have Persona 5 Royal, never played it. And I'm seeing 6, and I'm like, man, I really need to get onto this. I need to get on this train. I got to start playing it. So we'll see how that goes. Spyro, that was cool. Gears of War E-Day looks good. I played the first, the second, and some of the third. I never finished the third, I think. And then after that, I don't know if there were any more after that. I just lost interest.
It changed hands. The original devs stopped, and then Coalition took over.
I mean, it's on my list. Will I get it? We'll see. I'll watch the reviews. Halo Campaign Evolved. The only reason that's on my list is because Halo itself, Halo Combat Evolved, the original for Xbox original. I have it. I have my Crystal Xbox. That one taught me how to play shooter games using joysticks. Me and my buddy, we did that. You could do back in the day. You could sit on a couch, the two of you on one TV, and you're doing couch co-op. And you're playing the game, and we finished that game all the way through. It was one of the best. I'd finish work at like midnight, 1 o'clock. I'd head over to his place. We'd sit on his big 32-inch tube television and just play right up till 4 a.m. So this is the only reason it's on my list. It's more nostalgic. They hit the right chords with me. The The other one though that's new and I'm excited about is Clockwork Revolution. That one there looks fantastic. It has super BioShock vibes to me on that game. I can't wait to get that and play it and go through it and enjoy it. That one I think is going to be a really good one, but we'll see. I mean, yeah. So that's my list. Yeah, I like the showcase.
Nice. I'll go ahead and jump in and say, like I said earlier, yeah, second favorite showcase. It did have some similar problems I had with the Direct, the State of Play, where some of it felt like, okay, these are games we already know about. We're just getting updates to them. But it's number 2 and better than the State of Play for me. Because yes, Persona. My highlights are the Persona announcements. The gameplay for Revival looks really good and looks like a step up as a remake compared to Persona 3 Reload. I think it's still good. Just you can tell the budget was more in the Persona 4 remake than Persona 3. Not gonna argue that. And Persona 6 finally getting announced after the last game. Literally, its Japanese release was 10 years ago. By September of this year, the Japanese release of Persona 5, Persona 5 is 10 years old. So thank you, Atlas. Now you're my new target to complain about when it comes to a release date. So I hope you're ready. You better be watching. I'm keeping my eyes on you.
I forgot all about the fact Persona 6 was announced. Whoops.
Well, to be fair, all it is just the logo.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Don't get me wrong. It's neat to see it there, but I was kind of disappointed that
they didn't have much more.
We're like.
Yeah. I was there for the hype train of Persona 5 when they announced it. I was there day one when it came out. This is how they showed Persona 5. They made a cryptic teaser. So I'll say this: Tokyo Game Shows this year, there's a chance we'll see more. So, and because they did do that with 5, and then they actually showed what the character looked like and kind of the vibe and the setting of it, and then eventually we got gameplay for it. So I'll give them a chance. I'll give them a chance. Just don't take 5 years though. But besides that, my second one was Spyro. I loved Spyro growing up along with Crash Bandicoot, so I was very happy to see that Toys for Bob is coming back and making a new Spyro game. I loved Crash 4, like their take on that franchise. So, and I did like the remakes of 1, 2, and 3. They had some issues here and there, but overall they were solid. So I'm excited. And Gears of War E-Day looked good. I was thinking, okay, you can't fuck up Gears of War. I didn't like 4 and 5, but you can't fuck up Gears of War entirely. And I'm like, this actually really looks good, and I love the new movement system and the new combat where you can have lower combat that you can take advantage of. So it's like, cool, this is going to be fun. And there's a lot more vertical now with you being able to scale and find your own cover. So I'm like, all right, this is looking good. I'm excited. And yeah, Clockwork Revolution looked great. I've been very curious about that. It's going to hopefully help with that BioShock and Dishonored vibe. And the other one that also is Magician's the Devil's Deal. I think they really, that trailer really sold me on what kind of game it was going to be. So I'm looking forward to it. I love Metro, so I loved what I saw of Metro 2039. I will say it looked a little more action-y, which is not always what Metro was about. So I'm curious how the final game's going to be, but I still think it looked good. And the Castlevania getting a release date was good. Thankfully, it's not in September. And yeah, Bagmad probably looked fine for what it is. And it's a prime Merple game. I said it. It's like it might be fun. So the only things I really didn't care for was obviously Call of Duty. This was definitely the worst ending for any showcase of the 4 we're talking about. And the other one I definitely, and I agree with Burley on this, I didn't care for was the new Hellblade game, Senua, because I played both of them. I liked what I played of the first game. It should have been a standalone game. This does not need to be a franchise. And while I respected elements of the second game, I didn't care for it. And now this one, which is weird because now there's actual gameplay to it, I'm like, okay, this might be all right, but I will Game Pass it at most, but I'm not really all that interested in. But yeah, my score Actually, we're jumping ahead, but overall, yeah, my second. This is my second favorite showcase.
Alrighty, and Fubu, the person that loves Xbox the most. So this is gonna be.
You know what?
You know that they have achievements, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. But look, the Achievinator doesn't sound as good. Patinator
You're
sounds
right. I
better.
agree 100%.
Achievinator doesn't sound as good. The first thing I said when I joined the video to see you guys, because since I'm not the biggest Xbox guy, wouldn't make any sense me being there. I said the first thing was I'm here to hate watch, and I have to say it was not successful because it was good, and I'll explain why I mean it's good. Like Spiral looks amazing. I grew up on Spiral. It looks beautiful. It's something that I really would like to play. Persona 4 Golden. I played it on the Vita as well. I remember that's when I started working. I was doing night shifts for the first time. I couldn't keep myself awake during night shifts, so I would play that game all night to stay up. So I have great memories of that game. Announcing Persona 6 of that teaser, it's great. The Metro one's also very good. And despite the fact that I'm not connected as you guys are to the Xbox, I have to say why I really enjoyed this showcase. This showcase wasn't for, oh, look at us, this is what we have. No, this showcase is, this is what we have. Because not all, but like 60 or 7% of 70% of these games are coming day one on the Game Pass. It's not our stuff. It's not my stuff. It's our stuff. It's going to the players. And considering they lowered the price of the Game Pass, like we talked about that a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
they are doing a great job regarding their consumers. They are valuing what their consumers get. And the best part for me was everyone was saying like the next Gears of War game would also come to PlayStation, saying this is our IP, doesn't belong to anyone else. You want this IP, you're gonna play it here. They are evaluate. Now, let me see the word. They're providing more value. Yeah, that they're giving more value to their brands by giving brand new games on the Game Pass and by making one of their best IPs exclusive to them. And I say kudos to. I can't say her name. I don't want to butcher her name. Someone say her name.
Asha Sharma?
Yeah, Asha Sharma. Yeah.
Okay, Sharma. Kudos to her. She's doing a fantastic job strengthening the brand that it is, Xbox. So that's why I really enjoyed it. Not 100%. It's not like every game hit for me. It's what they're doing for the consumers. It's what I would love PlayStation to do for us.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Alrighty, score time. For me,
You first, sorry.
For me, this was a really good show, and it shows like one thing that I wanted to make mention of earlier is they did the minimal amount of talking. They went just trailer to trailer to trailer, small bits of talking near the middle and end. But you get a point because you showed Mount Booty on the showcase, so you lose a point there. And I know Fryman's going to be okay with that. For me, I still give this a 7.5. There was a lot of stuff I liked, but there were a few missteps with Call of Duty, with Senua, that I feel like you guys had a strong opening, but the ending, they just had the worst ending. And it's like you can't, and especially they did that bad ending last year. You'd think they'd learn from that. Like Call of Duty, you honestly, I would have been happier if they said, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, come to our Call of Duty event that's coming in X amount of days to see more. or see more at BlizzCon. That would have been more effective than what they showed. Because I know a lot of people that saw that and were like, well, I ain't playing this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, I'd say it was an 8 out of 10. You know, it had a lot of good things I was excited for, and it was, like you said, minimal amount of talking. So it's just like, here's the game, here it is. Let's get in, get out. I'm like, all right, this is cool. It could have been a stronger showcase. I'd say even on par with Summer Games Fest if it had a better ending, because it had an all right start. I really loved the gameplay with Gears of War. But ending it with Call of Duty, it was like, okay, this sucks. You could have done better. But 8 out of 10 still. It was my second favorite showcase.
I would give it an 8 out of 10 too. Like, it had a lot of games I was interested in. It had a really strong start, even though I haven't played the Gears of War franchise. It looked good from what I've seen, but I do agree it had the worst ending. Minimum amount of talking, which I like. They just went boom, boom, boom. Here's the game. It's not like, all right, show a game. We got to talk for 2 or 3 minutes. All right, here's another game. It's like, no, just show me your games. That's all I want. Show me the games. Just minimum amount of talking. That was my biggest gripe with the state of play was stop talking. Just show us the games. God damn it. But yeah, I do like, even though they end it really badly with Call of Duty, I do like the bit where they went into like after all the games were said and done, they went to like, oh yeah, this is how we made Gears of War, how we like made the sounds and all of that. That I really liked. Yep. Yes, I know that was technically not the ending, but that kind of gives it points where they did go into like, hey, Gears of War, the biggest thing in the show, in my opinion. Here's how we made the sounds. And that I thought was really cool. I like it when they do stuff like that, showing how they made the game. But yeah, it was definitely an 8 out of 10. It loses a point again for the bad ending of it, but it was my second favorite as well.
Okay. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I think I think I actually like this a little more than the state of play for Sony, because it hit a lot of games that I was like, that I've played and that I've had some sort of attachment, such as the old Fables, Halo Combat Evolved. I was talking about that campaign Evolved in this case. On top of that, the Persona games, like even though I didn't finish Persona 4, it was a lot of fun. I did enjoy it, so much so to the point that it made me buy the others as they came out. I could care less about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm looking at the little list that they have. Senua, not interesting. Age of Empires and Flight Simulator, not interesting to me. But there are those people out there who really like those. I absolutely love the Clockwork Orange universe and world, even though I am not I haven't seen a whole lot of it. So I think this one, out of all of them, spoke a lot more to me. So that's why I'm going 8 on it. They even had Elder Scrolls stuff. Yeah, so good.
Well, it pains me to say this, but it's an 8 out of 10. It was.
Oh wow!
Yeah. It's because of all the points that I said. It's not because, like, for me, a Spyro reveal, a new Spyro reveal, it hits the nostalgia aspect. It's as good as releasing a Wolverine for me. Like, I also have that nostalgia for Wolverine because I was a kid in the 90s. I saw the X-Men, like we all saw it on TV. Oh, yeah. So I got that nostalgia for Wolverine, and playing with him is good. Spyro is the same thing, and then the Personas, and it's mostly what they're doing for their brands. I really like Business Fubu enjoys that because and that's why I'm giving it 8, because let's be honest, if those games don't come on PlayStation, or unless Burley gives me that Xbox on the screen right now, I won't be touching the Xbox. But what they did, like you said, game fast, everything. I think the showcase was very well structured, very decent thing. I really enjoyed it. Everything. That's why I'm giving it an 8. But it's not the best. Trust me. It's an 8 out of 10 for me.
All
Nice.
righty.
Very cool.
Yeah, but we're now coming to the last one here, Nintendo Direct, where they was like, hey, Monday they announced, hey, come to see us tomorrow at 10 a.m. And yeah, and unfortunately with the article here with IGN, they go straight into the last reveal.
Mhm.
The Ocarina of Time remake is real, coming this year, but you basically just get a quick scene of just Link there sleeping in his bed, the Triforce, and
And that's
that is it. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, really,
Mhm.
you can't show me anything more. Like Nintendo, I get it. They are butthurt of how they had to reveal the Switch 2 way earlier than they wanted to, and certain things. But it's like,
Yeah.
you could give me something. I wasn't one of the fans that were like, I need 20 minutes of this at the Nintendo Direct. Give me 5 minutes of gameplay and trailer of showing stuff. You would have really got me happy with this. It's gonna be a day one buy. I'm gonna buy it day one. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, give me something on that, because this was something else with the FromSoft game,
Duskbloods.
Dustbloods. Thank you. I was blanking on the name. Where they're like, oh, we're gonna see something on that. No, we're having a network test coming. Like, why aren't we seeing gameplay? Show me something. And then we got one of the big things at the end there. Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming to Switch 2 and potentially be coming next year. Okay. We got a lot of ports, and sadly, some of it they spent a lot of time. Some of them at the end, they just, like for Space Marine 2, they just showed you. But something new, Final Fantasy Resonance. Now this has me excited. This is coming to everything. In October, end of October, the day before Call of Duty, and being a 2D HD 2D game, Final Fantasy, but you can call upon other characters from previous Final Fantasies, has me very interested and excited, because like I love the Octopath games, and it's like people have been clamoring for a turn-based Final Fantasy for years. So you're getting something here, you're trying something with this, so great. They released the Star Fox demo, which I have played, which, good on you. Like, this is getting me excited for the game. Nintendo Switch Sports, they spent way too much time on it. Way too much time. Xenoblade Genesis, I was a little surprised we're getting a new Xenoblade. And it's coming next year. But especially since they pushed out X. But it looks good. I like Xenoblade. I need to go back and finish 1 and 2. But now they're giving you Switch 2 editions coming, and they have some little upgrades to make like traveling and stuff faster. So it's like, hate that I gotta spend $15 to get these upgrades, but you're at least adding something to them. So which is nice. That more to Donkey Kong Bonanza's DLC, I'm not paying for it. Now this was the game of the show for me. Fire Emblem Fortunes. I am a big Fire Emblem fan. I really like Engage, the last one. I think it is better than Three Houses. I know some people called me crazy on that, but
Yes, you are.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm insane. I'll admit it. But the sad part is Nintendo put this in September. So it's like, I am not picking this up when it comes out. Like, this is for my parents. Hey, get me this. You want a Christmas gift idea? Buy me this. Because I will play it. And yeah, Pokepia getting a free update in August and then paid DLC. The DLC, they want $50-something here in Canada. I am not buying the DLC for Pokepia. No, Fryman, you can't make me play the DLC for Pokepia.
You will do it, Burley.
No, but yeah.
Sorry, Levi's not here to use his eyes.
But yeah, I think I've rambled enough on it. What did you all think of the Direct?
For me, this is the weakest for me.
Boo.
The only thing that stuck out
Yes.
that I really care about is honestly Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. It's been rumored, like it has been leaked way beforehand, so like we kind of knew this was coming. When they would announce it, we didn't know. Kingdom Hearts 4, don't care about, be quite honest. I used to be a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. I am no longer a fan of like, I'll play them. I'm not a huge fan. Like, I still like them, but I'm not a huge fan of them anymore. I knew Kingdom Hearts 4 would come eventually. Square Enix, I'm sorry, you're horrible at communicating with your fans of, like, about games. You'll just be like, oh yeah, we're working on this game, and then you'll hear radio silence from them. I'm like, give us an update on, like, even if it's just something simple, it's like, yeah, we're still working on the game, so we don't have anything to show for you. That's an update, at least. The only thing I really cared about was, again, Monster Hunter. I liked the Monster Hunter games. Was it Monster Hunter? No, it was Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest Monsters.
Yeah, Dragon Quest.
Zelda.
Jesus.
And Zelda.
Yeah. It was Dragon Quest I really cared about. I like Dragon Quest. What was the other game that was Fire Emblem I was interested in. And the Final Fantasy 1. That's about it. I don't care about anything else. It had way too many ports for my liking for this. It felt like, it's like, okay, cool, ports. I knew ports would come because, like, you know, when it comes to Switch 2, obviously we would get ports from other, like third parties and stuff like that. But I'm like, I felt like there wasn't enough Nintendo stuff because there was so many ports. It felt like the Nintendo parts was an afterthought, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my thought. I did not enjoy this one. I thought there was better directs that they had.
Okay.
Again, my own personal opinion. You obviously, anyone can, you know.
We will. We will.
Like,
We will.
Well, we're all here. Don't worry. We will.
like obviously, people have their own opinions. I'm not going to shit on them for their opinions because at the end, their opinion's opinion.
No, you have to shit. That's the fun part of shitting on other people's opinions.
Of course.
So before I begin, this is the one showcase that I did not see. So I know of the games because I went through some video that kind of showed the games that were all presented within about a 10-minute period. And again, I kind of put together a quick list of the ones that stood out to me. But I actually am with you about Kingdom Hearts 4. It's just not, I don't have a horse in that race. I don't really care to even look at that or get into that game genre. Obviously, the biggest one was the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. I like the fact that when the title comes up on the screen, when you watch the actual brief little trailer that Burley so graciously pointed out, give me 5 minutes, you know, that the name comes up and it just says The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, not remake, not remaster, not 1 or 2 or anything. It just it's like its own thing, but it's still technically a remaster for the Nintendo Switch 2. That one I'm super excited about. It's a day one purchase for me as well. I'm gonna get that and can't wait to sink my teeth into it a little bit. I did play it originally on my 3DS when they did the remakes for the 3DS. I played it on that, never finished it. But
if you finish the original, it doesn't count. You finished the original, so
no, I never finished it. No, I never finished
it. That's trying to help you, man. That's trying to help you.
Yeah. So actually, Nintendo was one console system that I never had as a kid. I only saw it at friends' houses and stuff. So I missed the whole boat on all those, right? The original NES and so on. What else do I have? Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Even though I didn't mention it on the other one, I think it was the PlayStation one. Or did I mention it? Maybe I had it on that list. But I did write it down for the Switch 2. Not sure. Want to look at it. Want to see what comes out. The other one that caught my eye was Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen 2. So they're releasing now. I don't know if this is a remake. I don't think it is.
It's more like a director's cut with like quality of life improvements, because they did that with the first Dragon's Dogma, where they re-released the game and you get an expansion essentially attached to it with quality of life improvements. So that's what they're doing with Dragon's Dogma 2, is giving you the Dark Arisen version of it.
Right. Okay. Okay. Definitely something I'm interested in. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Also interested in that. I have played Three Houses, never finished it, but it was a lot of fun. I do enjoy those games that have a kind of like a story weaved in there, but tactical elements to it. Love that kind of stuff. So Xenoblade Chronicles, they're re-releases of 1, 2, and 3 for Switch 2. Are they full revamped versions? I'm asking you guys. They're not just ports, right? They're enhanced.
They're enhanced.
They're enhanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still good in my opinion. I also saw in the trailer I was watching that they indicated that there a new game in the Xenoblade saga is mentioned, and that is Genesis. So Xenoblade Genesis. So I think maybe I'll get that. I'm interested in finding out more about it, seeing what other, because they didn't really show anything. They just showed the title, the name, and that was it. I'm interested in seeing more as they get closer to whatever eventually their release date will be. And of course, the greatest game of all time, the one that makes this a 10 out of 10 show. No, I'm just kidding. I'll give it a rating later, but I'm not going to give it I can't really give it a rating because I never watched it. But we'll see. I'll give a rating take it with a grain of salt. But Minecraft. I am super happy that I saw that they're doing Minecraft. It was like Minecraft. I was like, oh, for the Switch 2, that's awesome. That game's on everything. That I have it on 360. I have it on my PC. I have it on my Switch. I have it on my Vita. I have it on everything. So that made me really happy because I love the game. Kira Craft. Right.
Nice.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Well, yeah, what Merple said is how I felt too about this direct. It is the weakest one out of the 4. And not gonna lie, it just was in general not a good direct. Like it was the definition of mid that most everyone would say, because what I liked, of course, was I loved the Xenoblade stuff, especially Genesis. I am a fan. I've been a fan since the first game on the Wii, even when they wouldn't fucking localize it. I haven't forgotten that, Reggie. But besides that, but yeah. I still like Kingdom Hearts. Like, I'm still curious about Kingdom Hearts 4. Whether I buy it day one is up in the air. I love that Star Fox got a demo. I played it. It was great. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll, yeah. Merple, do us a barrel roll, please.
No.
Yeah, I liked what they showed about Splatoon Raiders. I was already gonna buy it. So I liked what they showed of it. Fire Emblem's Fortune's Weave looks great too. I have the collector's edition pre-ordered. I will say my hype for it died down a little bit because this is another game that the base edition is going to try to be $80 US, which is what they tried with Mario Kart. And while Mario Kart kind of worked purely if you bought the bundle, this is a brand new game. And I'm like, yeah, no thank you for that. But some retailers, to a degree, some retailers are price matching to the digital release, which is still $70 US. So it's not the biggest issue in the world, but I'm like, Nintendo, please stop doing this. This is not going to, $80 is not going to work. Don't try to increase the base price of a video game. And yeah, obviously, yeah, the GTA 6 could be that. We'll see. And yeah, I liked that the Ocarina of Time remake is official. It's real. It's coming out probably in November because everyone's theorizing it is to compete with GTA 6. If it is still coming out in November, so we'll see. But obviously, I wish they showed more, but I will. Well, they probably will. Give it a month or two. But my problem overall with this direct is and I did like Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen. I might go back and play Dragon's Dogma 2 now. I never finished it. My main problem with this direct is, besides all of what I mentioned, the majority of it was just ports of games that most of us have heard about, played, or we're curious about. And so for me, like Stellar Blade, and while Dragon's Dogma 2 is good with Dark Arisen, it's like I already own that game. I already own Lies of P. I already own Metaphor. The Kingdom Hearts games, I'm glad they have a proper version now, not that shitty cloud version they tried to pull. And thankfully that thing is gone now. You better offer refunds, though, Square Enix bastards. And I'm glad Onimusha is also coming to Switch too, as well as the other versions. So you got to play it, Burley, and all the other stuff just I didn't care for, and all the ports were like, oh yeah, and Devil May Cry, I don't care for this, and that alone makes me believe that even though we have Ocarina of Time, it's real, but it's been rumored and leaked for most of this year, but now it's official. We'll see how the final product turns out, but outside of having a decent finale and or last quarter, really the last quarter of that direct actually had the things I gave two shits about. Besides having that, this direct was just nothing. Like, it had just ports of games we already knew. If you're on Nintendo, great, you have this. And Fire Emblem and Xenoblade are great, but just that alone makes me feel like this is the weakest and worst of the showcases, because say what you want about Summer Games Fest, say what you want about State of Play, say what you want about Xbox, they had things that you actually gave a shit about and were brand new and they looked good. Nintendo just showed up and gave you nothing besides a few things you were excited for. So that's why I just, in good conscience, cannot say this is good in comparison to the other three. It was just fine, but this could have been an email in some regards, and you could have just waited to have a proper showcase and talk about Ocarina of Time remake, because it feels like that's what they're going to do within the next month or two, give or take. But yeah, this is my least favorite, and that's pretty much everything I have to say.
Those are fighting words, Fry.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are fighting words.
I'd love to hear
Because
yours.
okay, let's go. Ports are only bad if you haven't played them.
Sure.
I haven't played those Xenogear games, and me being a man of my own word, I did say on the last episode that if there was a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the Switch 2, I would buy a Switch 2. Guys, I'm gonna have to buy a Switch 2.
Probably
And
now,
because-
because before the price goes up.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm looking at my Steam Deck collecting dust. I'm thinking. I think I'm going to be out. So we'll see. So saying this, me getting a Switch 2, hypothetically, I've never played these Xenogear games on the Switch one.
Xenoblade.
Xenoblades.
Mhm.
I haven't played those games on the Switch 1, so now I can play them on the Switch 2 with quality of life. Enjoy the story. There's going to be a new one, so that's a win for me. Then you have the new Fire Emblem. We had this conversation about I prefer free houses, Bertil prefers Engage, but I could play this new Fire Emblem. That's a very massive IP when it comes to Nintendo. Obviously, The Legend of Zelda, which should be coming in November. That new Final Fantasy Resonance. I have been waiting for many, many, many years for them to do a Final Fantasy with those 2.5 HD remakes, graphics, whatever. This looks fantastic. A Star Fox demo. That's great. Keep going down, brother. Keep going down. I'll find more stuff. Not that. I don't do sports. I'm fat. More. Keep going. You see, there's a lot of things. Devil May Cry 5. Lies of P has a DLC, which is a prequel. So they're giving you content here. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survival. Oh God, that's a weird name. It's like Vampire Survivors, which is a very fun game to have also on the Switch too. Okay, I understand, but DLC for Donkey Kong Bonanza, I understand if you don't want to pay it. Also, yeah, okay, I get that, but there's people that enjoyed that. Pokemon Pokopia, that's not my really type of thing, but I do understand who loves it. I have to say this because Lee will kill me if I shit on that game. One Piece Grand Gourmet. I don't know why you guys aren't talking about this. This game looks so freaking cute. This game is so cute. I don't know. I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying this one.
It-
And playing
I like
this
it.
one.
I like the
It
persona.
looks cute, but this is a thing. This is coming to Nintendo Switch, Steam, and then your phones. This is a mobile game. They're porting to consoles. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but like this is also coming in October. Same.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, October 23rd. So this is like coming the same day as Call of Duty, and it's also coming out the day before Call of Duty. On a blank.
Phantom Blade Zero.
I know.
It's
I know they got the one.
essentially what I look at it
Yeah.
is a One Piece cooking mama.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but this is not a priority game for me. This is I will eventually pick it up. Like, I am a fan of One Piece and all that. Do not get me wrong, but this is not. This is just not a priority game for me.
I get it.
Mhm.
Again, then giving proper versions of Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and probably the others. Kingdom Hearts 4 finally did something with Kingdom Hearts 4. It wasn't on PlayStation, it wasn't on Xbox, it was here. That's why it values this the direct. What I'm trying to say with all of this, I like this one a lot because I would rather have a port of something that I know it's good than a crappy game that they showed on Xbox on the state of or in the state of play that we forgot to mention because it's not that special. That's why I think it's not that bad. Ports, like, there's a game that I'm not mentioning here because it's a port, but I already played. It's going to be Final Fantasy X and X-2. They're going to port it to the Switch too. I saw that as well. I'm not mentioning because I already played it. I played the originals. I played on the PlayStation. So that's why I value this one a lot, because I would rather have ports of good games than having crappy games that will die on the day that they launch because they are not appealing.
Mhm.
Told you,
Okay.
fighting words.
Yeah, I'll give you this. You made a good point.
Thank
It's
you.
just, no, I do agree with you. In a way, I'm glad the ports are good. It's just my main issue with it is just this is a showcase where they're announcing stuff and we're supposed to give us a tease about what they're looking forward to. I just felt like they didn't give you that much, at least from Nintendo's side. I'm glad these ports exist. Like, I'm not mad that Liza P or Metaphor or Warhammer 2, which I am actually shocked by that, or Space Marine 2. But I know there's a difference. So I'm glad, and also Minecraft. I'm glad those are there.
Thanks.
And I'm glad they are. The third party support is here because Nintendo had been lacking with that for 2 generations before the Switch. So I'm glad that's there. It's just when you're watching it and you're like, okay, if you don't really care for these games, or if you've already played them, to some people it's like, okay, this is whatever. It's not terrible, but I'm like, the fact that it was a majority of the direct kind of bothered me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got what I wanted. I'm glad Fire Emblem and Zelda remake is real. My only issue with Ocarina of Time remake being real is like the leaks kind of ruined the reveal for me a little bit. And the fact they didn't show much didn't help either.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm glad Kingdom Hearts 4 still exists, with allegedly coming out next year. So thank God. And it's coming to Switch too. That's good. But yeah, that's just in general how I felt and why I'm like, it's the weakest one as a showcase to get you excited for new things, really. Because that's ultimately what these showcases are kind of meant to be for the most part.
Yeah. Like I do agree, like, with both of you too. Like, it's good that we're getting good ports. But again, with the ports being majority of the direct, it's like, okay, cool. I never even played the Xenoblade Chronicles series either. I'm interested in playing them, but am I hyped? No, because again, these games has been out for like X amount of years now. I have a Wii, so I can technically play the very first one.
A Switch.
Or no, the very
first game is
the first
technically on the
one.
Wii, 3DS.
It is on the Wii, but they remade it for the Switch, is what I was saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I could play the original, not the remake or anything like that.
All right, fair enough.
So, like, cool, I could technically play the original if I wanted to, but I'm like happy at least, like, these are like, ports of games that I could play, but again, because it was the majority of the direct and the new ports, we already knew they were coming for the Switch because the previous showcase, like Onimusha, I keep saying that name wrong. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It said it in the showcase. It's coming for Switch too. So I'm like, okay, they're not going to show this off at the direct. I was wrong. They did show it off at the direct. I'm like, okay, I kind of don't care because like I either play it for Switch 2 or for another console.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I'm happy, but like Liza P, how many years has Liza P been out now for?
It's like 2 years, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Liza P, great. Again, Kingdom Hearts, I'm happy at least we're getting a good port of them. And not the stupid cloud BS. Kingdom Hearts 4, I don't really care for, again, because I knew it was coming when I didn't know. Square, you're horrible at communicating. I will die on the hill. They're bad at communicating. But yeah, their whole like, oh, big shocker, Ocarina of Time. That's okay, cool. I don't care because that's been leaked. It's cool that it's actually official, but it's been leaked. My hype is gone for it. Now, say if they say like, oh, we're gonna get, I'm just gonna throw another Zelda game, like Zelda 1 remaster, but then it turns out, oh no, it's actually Ocarina of Time. That would be a different type of hype because, oh, the person leaked the wrong game. It was actually another, like, another game that I care more about.
Yeah, leak culture is terrible. Get off Twitter, everybody.
Yeah.
But for my quick thing on these ports, it's just I don't mind spending time on the ports like for Onimusha because that is a brand new game and that's to show you, hey, this is coming to Switch 2, coming all platforms at the same time. But like Devil May Cry 5 is like a 7-year-old game. I don't think like you did ports. You did 2 sections of ports showing them where you would spend time, and then near the end did the scissor reel showing Space Marine 2 and stuff like that. It's like you're gonna show this for Devil May Cry, give all this time for Devil May Cry, give 5 seconds for Space Marine 2, which is a more newer game.
Right.
Compared, so it's just like, and I have to agree with Fry, having a good amount of this direct. This is a Nintendo Direct, not a partner showcase. Be on ports. It's like, okay, this is just like takes the winds out of the sails, and it's like, especially when you have first party and third party exclusive stuff for your platform coming, but you spend no time. Dustblood, you didn't show nothing. It's coming this year still, but you don't give us, hey, you don't even give us when the test is. You say network test is coming in the summer. Like we're already in the summer now.
Yeah.
When is this coming? July? This coming August? When is this? And I'm gonna go
September. Give it a minute. It'll just launch in September. Really.
Well, I was gonna say, is it gonna do the thing of like a lot of games where the network test happens and then 2 weeks later the game drops? Because we've had that. I've seen that. For me, score on this, I give this a 6 out of 10. There are stuff I'm really excited for, like the Ocarina of Time, Fire Emblem, Xenoblade Genesis, Splatoon Raiders. That is a game I have pre-ordered. I love Splatoon, and they were showing some cool stuff on it. I went a little long in the tooth with Splatoon Raiders there, but it's just having the port stuff, and you give us stuff we want to see and that's coming this year. You're saying it's coming this year. Halfway through the year now. You need to start giving us something here. But Murple, what is your score?
I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. The ports were not bad that they gave. They were good ports. But my biggest complaint again is the fact that half of the direct was just ports. It was third-party ports too. Not even Nintendo. It really felt like, again, Nintendo Direct for Nintendo for their games was an afterthought. Oh, let's show off these ports for third party. Oh yeah, like they showed, like you were saying, like they showed off like a 5-minute clip of a game that's been out for 6 years, and then a game that's been out maybe for like 1 or 2 years, maybe nothing. I'm like, I would much prefer to see a game that's like still relatively brand new than a game that I knew about for like 6 years. I don't care. The only thing that I really think that was a highlight of it was, again, the Ocarina of Time. That's it. And even that was ruined by leak culture.
Yeah.
But I would give it, again, like I said, 5. Generosity. At the most. A minimum 5. If I had to rate it any lower, it would be a 2 because of that.
Ooh.
I'm being nice. I'm being nice.
That's a
being
little. That's
2 out
actually
of
too.
10.
It's a little much, actually. I have to say.
Yeah.
The only reason why
Hater.
I would give it a 2 was because of the fact that it honestly did not feel like a Nintendo Direct.
I need to intervene. Sorry, I need to intervene.
Go.
This I went with this on my stream. Murple started working. He became better. He became better after starting to work. He's getting affected. Guys watching it, Murple is a nice kid. He's not that hateful. He would never give to Nintendo. He is being influenced by his work, by his hate of work. This is his hate. Don't listen to him. It's not a 2. When he gets fired, he's gonna come back and say it's a 6 or a 7.
The only reason, like I said, I would give it a 2, but the reason why I'm giving it a 5 is because, like, what they did show off for third party was good, but the only reason why I would then go lower for a 2 would be because it just did not feel like a Nintendo Direct. If anything, it felt like a third party Direct. But I'm being nice. I'm giving it a 5 because I liked what I seen. That's English.
Hate what?
Alrighty, Kirok.
So again, I didn't watch this direct like as it happened or even in its entirety after the fact. But considering the games that came out, I'm actually more obviously the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is a day one purchase, as I said before. That is my most a top game, and I did hear rumblings about leaks, but I never really I don't usually go on the social media to the point where I might get a spoiler of any kind, so it didn't really affect me too much. I actually watched some videos of people seeing the reveal of that game, which it was only a 30-second little clip of him sleeping there, and people were going nuts, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely getting this. But anyways, that said, I think I'm actually more excited about the Xenoblade Chronicles or re-releases, the 1, 2, and 3, because I can actually play them, even though they're just enhanced versions. I can actually play them now on the Switch. I never played them before, and the only other time I might have played a little bit of the first one was on my Steam Deck in a way that you're not supposed to.
Right. And
then I just kind of like it doesn't run well. It's now that they're doing it on the system, I'm like, oh, okay. So I think those 3, even though they're technically, you could say they're ports from older versions, right? With enhancements, they're probably in the whole direct the games that excite me the most in Nintendo specific direct. So what do I give it? I'm going to, because I have the fact that I didn't actually watch it, I'm going to put it just right in the middle at 5. Not bad, not great. maybe even 6 because of the reveal, but it was spoiled, so maybe back to 5. Let's keep it at 5.
Yeah. I'll just say, I agree with Burley. It's a 6 for every reason I mentioned before and what Burley pointed out as well. It wasn't, I will say though, I think you're being too mean, Murple, because if you want my opinion, if you want to see a 2 out of 10 like showcase as a whole, go back and watch literally any
Yeah.
Ubisoft E3 show.
Oh,
That-
boy,
that-
Those are
why
2
I-
out of 10s.
That's why I said I would go as low as 2, but I'm going as high
Yeah.
as 5 because I like what I seen.
Yeah.
But it was the weakest showcase, and then they have
Yeah.
done better Nintendo Directs.
For
It
sure,
wasn't
for sure.
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. I would just
yeah.
go as low as 2. That's not
Okay,
my
Marple,
final
we've
score.
heard that.
Yeah, it's okay, Murphy. You don't have to explain, but for real, a 2 out of 10 is like pretty much borderline unwatchable if you were to ask me. But yeah,
It
it
was
is my
boring,
weakest. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's the weakest of all the showcases we've had. But at the very least, yeah, I was happy with what they did show that caught my interest.
You guys, I think you guys tend to forget that this is a business. Like
Yeah.
giving 5 minutes to a 7 or 6 year old port, in this case, I am pretty sure that Capcom, I think it's Capcom, they paid Nintendo, hey, showcase this for this amount of time. It's not like Nintendo, like, hey, this port looks really good, let's go. No, I think they would rather go like more time with their own IP, but they're a business, they need the money, or maybe let's be honest, they didn't have enough things to showcase. I agree with Burley in the sense, give me 5 minutes of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Give me that. I agree that I think they should have done, even if it's just the starter area of him running around, not doing any attacks, no, just running around, showing the environment. I think it would have been much better than saying this. As a gamer, the evaluation on Xbox was business FUBU. As gamer FUBU, most of these announcements hit the nail for me because most of them were RPGs, JRPGs, and considering the Blades. Sorry, I always mix them up. Being with quality of life, I don't need to spend 100 hours playing that freaking game. I can speed up and do it like in 50. So that's very good for me. And because gamer FUBU, I'm going to say this is 8.5 because every game, like, it was hitting for me. I was enjoying this. Again, it would have been a different evaluation if I already played the other games, like the ports. But because I haven't played them, I'll be able to play them in better quality and with more quality of life. So it's going to be a more positive experience for me. So I will give 8.5 because of the games. I just love every single game that they released. It was very good.
Nice.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, those were those 4 events. We'd love to hear from you all. What did you think of these 4 events? What were your favorites of them? What was your favorite games you got seen in there? Is Murple a crazy man for thinking the Nintendo Direct is 2 out of 10? We already know the answer, but we'd love to hear in the comment section.
Leah's going to kill you.
You're going to get a paragraph from Leah, and I'm just going to say, Murple, you respond to that. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help. If you're new here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when we're dropping videos. Because guess what? YouTube notification system sucks that videos are dropping. I think we can all agree. But yeah, that was episode 12. You have some reviews coming when Kirok and I have finished James Bond. We are going to be partnering up with Fryman and do a James Bond review. So give it a little bit more time for us to finish, and then trying to get timing with everyone's schedule. So that.
And maybe Agent 00 Fry will make his appearance again.
Yes. And we did have Fubu's Vampire Survivors video.
That was a funny one.
Kirok, you're looking pretty good for diving out a window.
I'm okay now.
Yeah, what happened?
Limping all over the place.
It's a James Bond. It helped him out a little bit.
No.
Prepared him for that.
No, he took it into his comic knowledge. He went into a healing coma a couple days.
Fair enough.
Kirok almost ghosted me.
Yeah, but we've got some awesome content coming down the pipeline. Oh yeah. Thank you all so much. We will be see you all for episode 13. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.